Hello and welcome back to the Bump Out Podcast. My name is Hayden Short and I'm joined by my best mate, Adrian Messner. The world's back to normality. The Broncos achieve a famous victory and the Doggies, they're upset by a champion player. How are you, Miz?
Champion player, please.
Champion player.
Can we not
I'm not
start,
saying the team, I'm saying the player.
Can we not start on a negative note, please? All right? I'm here.
What's a positive for the Penrith fans?
Sure. Let's go with that, mate. Let's go with that. Hayden, how you going, bro?
Good.
Good
How
stuff?
are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I have recovered from the loss. I have. A couple of days crying and locking myself in my room, but I'm
Celebrating
over
your
it, mate.
anniversary?
I'm over it, yeah. Celebrating my anniversary. Picked up my new car on the weekend.
Oh, nice.
So weekend was decent. Nothing too crazy, which was nice, bro.
Very good.
What about you? Much?
Not much.
Up too much?
Thursday, Friday. Up too much. Thursday, Friday work, and then Saturday, Sunday, nice one. Down to Bowral.
Beautiful.
You don't know where we're from. It could be far away. Trying to be more mysterious.
It's about 7 hours away, isn't it?
It is.
Big drive, man.
About that.
Big drive.
Well, I haven't seen you for the last 4 or 5 days,
I know.
which is different.
It is different. I literally just told you a story pre-podcast, and I was like, I haven't seen you, bro.
About your weekend.
Got to
I know.
tell you.
If you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram and TikTok, like us on Facebook, subscribe, and watch us on YouTube. This full episode will be uploaded to our YouTube channel. And of course, feel free to leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
No less.
If you haven't already. All right, Mez, we're going straight into it. We have a lot to do today. Thursday, 7:50. Penrith Panthers defeated the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs 8-6. Penrith v Penrith. Incredible game of rugby league. I wish I didn't have a player in the game. I hate Penrith.
Okay.
I wanted you to win, but I also tipped you. So that was annoying. But I also want you to lose because when we come in, there's more emotion to it.
There is
When
a
you're
lot of
positive,
emotion.
you come in, it's like, we did this well, not much to improve on. So I like when you lose because you can come in and go, we needed to work on this. This player did well, and you can kind of break it down, which
Look,
I enjoy,
I
selfishly.
hate to spoil what I'm about to say, but I'm still very, very positive.
Okay.
Very, very positive.
Yeah. Well, if it was two neutrals, I think I would have enjoyed this a lot more.
Yeah.
Probably close to when Latrell kicked that field goal against the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Although the Broncos were still in it.
Yes.
It would have been nice to see like a Sharks Melbourne. Because there were no other games like that on the weekend, I don't think.
No,
Everything else kind of upset me a bit. It started so high.
touch.
If the Broncos lost, it would have just kept going down. But we
yeah.
won, so it was lucky. But all right, give us your little breakdown. I have a tiny bit on this, but I know I can just feed off what you say.
My little bit of a breakdown is I want to start with Nathan Cleary. Everyone's going to say Nathan Cleary beat you. I'm sorry, but if you can honestly sit there and tell me Nathan Cleary calculated the time to execute a charge down, you're absolutely off your head. There is no way. That is pot luck. His team's down and he's just kick pressured and it's come off. There's no way that he's gone, oh, Connor Tracy's not there in position. No one's dropping back for the kick chase. They're all in the line. That's bullshit.
You don't think so?
It's bullshit, bro.
Okay.
It's absolute bullshit. There is no way. In saying that, like, the kick chase was good. Good on him for doing it as well. He noticed that. I think that was when had Caxton moved. I think Caxton had moved already to 9. So our other kicking
Galvin
option
was
is
on.
Galvin, and he's not great for the long kicking game. So, like, good on him for if he had, diagnosed that nice and quick. But
You don't think it come off?
it's luck, bro.
You don't think it come off the defensive effort? You're on your 30-metre line. You kicked on fourth tackle from the 30, which I think was smart. It wasn't an error.
Yeah.
It was a perfectly calculated kick because Burton was kicking those all the game.
His
the 20.
His boot saved us
He was
every
going
other
from
set.
30 to 20 or 30 to 15 the whole time.
Every other set, like we finished our sets in pretty good spots and we were kicking from 30 or 40, exactly
So that's
like
why
you
I
said.
think kicking on the 30 at fourth tackle, I think they also nearly kicked into the in goal too and you just got out. So that was why I think that was calculated by Cleary to get up.
There was a lot of pressure. Like they had mounted pressure. They went back to old school Penrith. Like I don't even need to look at my notes to tell you that, mate.
Yeah.
Like this was probably the best game of football that I've watched since the 2023 grand final. I think that even if you're not a Bulldogs fan or a Panthers fan, you're probably going to say that. Like I don't think there's been anything that has even come close. If you're looking for a diehard, like for the casual fan, you're looking at it like 2 tries. One was a charge down, not really that good, boring. But for me, I sat there on the edge of my seat all game. It was like it's like they were on the seesaw. And it was just slightly as it went one way, the other team came back up. It was really good, man. Like,
So you still think Cleary that wasn't calculated?
no, I don't.
You were kicking like the only reason I think it is calculated because you were kicking from the same spot from the same person all game. So he's kicked 4
Yeah, but
times.
how much luck is involved in that though?
It's just pressure.
It's just pressure.
They mounted enough pressure and got you in the corner of the field for you to go 2 pass out to Burton, too slow. Although it was perfect and he was deep enough, it's just perfect. It's perfect play. Like, I don't know what else to say.
It's not a, but
it's a hero play.
Coming off a charge down, where's it going to go? Like,
That's as big as Crichton's plays in his games.
Really?
That play there is because if he dummies the kick and he just runs through, he looks like an idiot. If Burton dummies him,
but he's getting up, and I think from the angle that he came at, Burton couldn't have skipped him. I don't think.
Nah, not
very hard option.
Because he would have had to hit him.
He would have had to give dish first. I think
dish and then get back.
Yeah.
But even then, you wouldn't. You're on the 30-meter line, 4th tackle. So who's your next kicker?
The effort to do it is good, but I'm just saying that that's 90% luck, because if Burton mishits that for some reason and it hits him in the leg, or it could be played at 6 again, goes out, hits his finger, goes up in the air, we catch it and run the field. There's so many different outcomes that can come from that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. The outcomes, I suppose, was a lucky outcome for him.
I agree with that.
Lucky
lucky outcome for it to bounce straight up to your chest.
Good play, but there's no way. Again, I don't think that he's going to be. It's that in depth. I think a lot of people are like. I can hear Cooper Cronk in commentary, absolutely glazing the fuck out of him, and I was like, bro, I get it. It's good. And for once, I'm actually on the receiving end of this. Normally, it's you sitting here very passionate, and I'm like, I sat there and I was like, I can understand where Hayden comes from right now. And I don't think I have ever been able to just sit here and say that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. And this was a round game.
Yeah.
It wasn't even anywhere near finals.
I fucking wanted to win.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Does this mean the Panthers are back? What are your thoughts on the losing end? And then I'll go to what I think.
I think they're the closest to being back that they have all year. That was, to me, that could have been a grand final preview.
Yeah. Could
genuinely.
Be. Yeah.
Could. Standard a game, the way that they both played, Penrith were good, bro. They were good. And you know what they did? They had the same attitude that they did last week, and they just sprinkled in their origin stars and they stepped up. Yo, Cleary, Edwards, best game I've seen from them pretty much all year, bro.
Yep.
Pretty much all year. I don't even need notes. I don't even want to look at them. What do you think?
I think the difference is the errors. They took away the errors. They're playing the same game they've played all year, minus the errors. They couldn't throw the ball around because To'o was injured, Cleary was injured. I don't think they've had. I'd love to know how many games they've had the full team together. The full team. Like getting back.
Not many.
Yo, Martin, Cleary, Edwards, To'o. Seriously.
And they were able to pick their back line as they wanted it. So Jenkins has earned that spot.
Yes.
Casey McLean's hit a bit of form.
Big time.
Tungo's doing his job.
Yeah.
To'o on the outside. So.
Tungo was off. Start of the year, Tungo was out of it. Casey McLean was never getting in position. Jenkins wasn't even in any conversations.
No. Tungo was on the bench rotation for a
Alamotti's
bit.
been pushed out.
Unlucky.
That's the big one.
And he played really, really well when he was in there too.
Really good. There were 1 or 2 games off and that's it. You're out. It's just Penrith. It's the standard.
It is the standard.
Are they
of Penrith.
back? Probably.
Because
it's boring, grindy footy.
And it was so much ball in play. I
think the way you got thrown though, something I have is you don't score around the Dogs. You score through the Dogs.
Yeah.
You're not going to score around them. And you did the same thing to Penrith. You didn't run around them. You scored through them.
Yeah.
Through the middle.
Good little bit of shape there. A bit of, what were we doing? We were sort of targeting the half, which was good. It's
smart.
Preston, bro. It's always going to happen.
Him, Reid Marnie, I thought no one's going to talk about him, but he was so good.
Fuck, man.
He's so good. I just don't understand the Bulldogs fans that don't like him. And I have nothing to do with him. I don't care about him at all. But he's such a good player for that team.
Like the attitude that he has every week is fucking spot on, bro.
He doesn't let you down. He would never let anyone down.
You know what it is? He's just a competitor. Just wants to win, bro.
That's why I love it. And his service is so understated, man. He's top 5 service in the game.
It's
and he
crazy.
always has been.
Yeah.
Since he come into grade, he was top 5 service.
What did you think of the Galvin rotation this time around? Different quality of side too? Take that into consideration.
I really don't know. I just start him. Sexton, bro, sorry. Just start him.
So for me, in a game that's high quality, not needed at all. I would have sat him on the bench the whole game.
Okay.
Not needed at all.
So you didn't like the impact, or you just think it doesn't matter?
So against Parramatta,
yeah,
they're a lower tier side for this year. We mounted the pressure, and when he came on, it was a spark that sort of ignited it.
Yeah.
But this time round, I just felt like we needed to be more Penrith. We needed to just stick to processes. I think we had them, man. Like a charge down to lose, I'll cop that every day. every day of the week, man. They literally couldn't score against us. Apart from the charge down, they couldn't do it. Penrith.
Well, you argue that it didn't score.
They didn't.
That was a charge down.
They didn't. And
That's
we scored a genuine try.
You scored a genuine try, yeah? I agree with it. 8-6
It should have been
not much else you
6-2.
can do.
It should have been 6-2.
This is
and
crazy.
for that
That's
to be
so
6-2,
crazy.
one try in the game, that's insane.
Well, there's a guy that's arguing with me on TikTok. Did you see it?
No.
I've been meaning to ask you.
I've
Longest
taken
message
a break.
I've ever seen.
I've taken a break.
The longest message I've ever seen. I had to click see more about 4 times in the comments. I've never seen someone so analytic. On TikTok, shout out to whoever you are. I couldn't respond. It was that analytic. It was too analytic for me.
Right.
It was just he was going by certain stats and centers of the year and how he's been. This was about Stags. It was because they were talking about, because I'm going to go to Crichton. They were talking about Stags and how consistent he's been and why he's one of the top 4 centers. And he has been since he come to grade. And I was like, man, come on. Like, I was just going back to certain things and they were like, and there was another guy on Facebook saying defense wins games. Doesn't matter how good your attack is. And I was like, yeah, but not all players are like that.
Yeah.
Not all Stephen Crichton never had the defense he has now. He was the attack at the right points. He wasn't the best defensive center at all, ever, until the last couple years.
3 years maybe?
You reckon?
3 years? Because he sort of jumped around from
like
wing to centre.
Exactly. He was wing
until
centre.
he solidified that centre spot.
It was his spot.
Last year in Penrith, really.
Probably last year. There was the first one where you were like, yeah, Premier, that's it. It's Herbie.
It was
and
last
him.
year, and then everyone was saying, is it the defensive system?
Yes.
Went to the Dogs, and they were like, nah, it's Critter.
It's him.
It's Critter.
Exactly. So they were talking about defense wins games, don't care about your argument in attack. And I was like, well, no. How do you win?
Different types of players.
You need to score more points.
It's a team game.
You need to score more points to win the game. I don't care how good your defense is. The defensive play, what did he do? Cleary attacked the ball. It's an attacking defense. Like, they still need to attack.
Yeah.
People keep saying defense wins games. Yeah, it does. But if you can't score points, you're going to have 8-6s. You're not going to win games by just playing like Bulldogs or Penrith. No one's going to make minimal errors like you guys do.
Yeah, we're sort of like those.
You're an anomaly.
An anomaly. That's a great word.
Both teams.
Great word.
Yeah, it's good to watch. It was definitely Penrith versus Penrith. Still think you've got them with a bit of talent. You have
you know what we had?
Else?
Do you know what we had? We had Connor Tracy. Connor, motherfucking Tracy.
It's true. That's so true. They probably should have scored
savers, bro.
3 or 4 tries.
Talangi, unlucky, man.
If he gets a bit more weight on him, he gets over those. Just that little bit of weight. That's all it is. But
that's all it is. And it was like good, really body positioning, I think.
I don't think we even go to the notes because this
defensive positioning.
I haven't written it down, but defensive positioning. We're talking about Hammer the other week. Chance.
Yeah.
Shout out. Apologies for the injury.
Yeah, we
hate seeing
put
that.
the mock on him, haven't we? A little bit.
Weeks as well. He's been pretty good. It's his pace.
Yeah.
Who did we say the other week? Who did Chance verse that we get? Laurie. Wasn't even in this team as well.
Dane.
Straight out after playing such a good game. And then you have Tracy. I looked at this and I thought, this is why you don't move Tracy and you don't put credit at fullback.
This is why.
This is literally why.
I think if you asked Ciro, he wouldn't have even entertained the idea.
Us
at all.
and everyone talking about it in the media, who comes out, Connor Tracy misses out. Any other fullback, I think any other player in that team at fullback, they don't stop those. Anyone.
I agree.
I even think Crichton, because he maybe overthinks his hand.
You know who's really good at it though? Teddy. Teddy's really good at getting you.
So it's like any other player if they're in the Dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's very true.
The Dogs,
he's very
upper body strength and really good at like, he looks like he'd be.
Just like turn him on their back and just hold.
He'd be the best in the wrestle, like at jiu-jitsu.
I just want to hug him.
Yeah. Good luck.
Just give him a hug.
You won't get out of it. You won't get out of it, mate.
Give him a hug. I feel safe. You know how girls feel safe when they hug a man?
I normally feel safe when I'm hugging you. So I know the feeling.
Thank you.
I know the feeling.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I don't know.
I'm not.
What do you think?
I don't even want to look.
Okay, good.
I don't even want to look. I think we've said enough. That was.
I liked it. It was fun.
That was the first game of what round was it?
17.
16? 17.
17 now.
Beanies for brain cancer round, Hayden.
Yes, Mark Hughes. I don't know why. It's either we missed it or there wasn't enough advertising about it because they sold out the beanies nearly everywhere. It was very hard for us to find
online,
it. Online as well as the IGA, Lowe's and Woolies.
Yeah, I went to the Lowe's. Shout out to the girl at Lowe's. Thank you for the little smirk after I said to you, I've just quickly ran from getting a coffee. Do you have any of the beanies left? And then she gave me a little bit of a wink as I walked off and I went, I don't know whether that's I don't know what's happening here.
Is that like it's coming back? The beanies are coming back?
I don't know.
You like me?
I don't know.
Like you want a hug?
Maybe she just wanted me to come back.
Maybe she wanted a hug.
I don't know. I had my ring on.
Yeah.
It was in my pocket.
Oh.
Maybe
she.
Who knows?
You didn't give her the sexy eyes, did you?
I think I may have by accident. Incidental
That's okay,
sexy
though.
eyes.
If you
Grade
just
one.
look hot,
Grade
that's
one
okay. But you're
dangerous.
running, you're probably a bit flushed, a bit flustered, a bit flushed as well.
I was definitely flushed. I was a bit. I was just
Like red in the cheeks, which is a nice little makeup
Nice
thing that
little-
girls do as well. I don't know what it is, but I know you do it.
grade one. Carry on, mate. Come on.
People will know. People
Let's
will
go.
know what we're talking about. Game 2, Friday, 6 p.m. Manly Sea Eagles defeated the West Tigers 28-10.
I didn't have to.
Yeah, well, we've gone from one of the best games to probably one of the worst games I've seen for a while. Not just the weekend.
Was it entertaining?
As a neutral, probably. I know.
Do you know what I'm saying? In
I do.
spots?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and for a betting man, maybe.
for a betting man, it was
probably more
entertaining for
entertaining.
me.
See, at 6 p.m.
Did I win? I don't think I won.
No, I didn't
Did we
either.
get
I
close?
was close.
We
Yeah,
both got
I
close.
was close, yeah.
Did we jump on? I think that was any bets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love the old.
Yeah, because I didn't
I
go
love
to the
the
Doggies
old.
one.
Oh, ding! My phone, Hayden. Any bets? And I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I copped it Saturday too.
Not yet.
Any
right
bets?
now. I hit you with any bets. So
Yeah.
that was
We
nice.
nearly got up.
Nearly, bro.
1770.
Nearly.
Close.
Oh man, that's close.
Close, but it's
another
another
big
big one
one.
I had in there.
It's not a Lomax. It's not a Lomax.
Nah, it's not a
If
Lomax
anyone
3.
knows, if you know,
If you know, you know. Yeah, we're not bringing that up again.
Nah, not again.
But Mez, an average first half. Very weird end to sets. That's what I wrote down. Very weird end to sets.
Very.
I can't remember specifics, but I remember weird players getting it on the last.
Yes.
Not the halves. Kicking dead and just really poor options. Even taking it in the corner on last. I understand the
Methodology.
consistent pressure.
Yeah.
Applying pressure. But when the Tigers are one of the best attacking teams, especially Manly, what are you doing, guys? Like, I'm not going to go at any players. Another player just come in my head. I'm not going to do it. I can't.
Okay.
I don't want to be that other
Is there
that guy.
any
we're talking
reference
about.
to that TikTok account that you and I both
That one too.
that I told you about?
That one, and also the guy that spreads negativity. We don't want to be that.
Not no.
And
no.
people will know if you're listening and you're watching.
No.
You'll understand who we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're not going to even shed any light on
No,
it.
the opposite of a shout out to that.
Even
guy.
though we have a lot of light.
so
going
much
on.
light, so much positive light.
Yeah, there is. But Manly got their mojo back in the second half.
They did.
That's the only thing that I
Oh
can
my
think.
God.
Okay, Manly came out and Seabold must have went, hey boys, my job's on the line. Can you fucking come out and do what we
Bruv.
do at training?
I had one word for the first half: uninspired. Uninspired.
Really like it. For both sides.
Uninspired.
Both sides?
From both sides. I felt like, look, Tigers, they were missing their leader,
Yes.
Jerome Luai. Staph infection, some sort of infection.
Boil as well.
Boil.
I think he had a boil.
Isn't that something that they say that a lot of the players get, and it's like it's an infection that sort of goes around and hits everyone from too much wrestle, too much body on body, sweat on sweat.
Similar to tinea, those things.
Jesus.
Athlete's foot
Can
and all
we
those
get a
other
bit
little
of-
things that, yeah.
Get a bit of health,
Bit of worm.
bit of
going
worm
around.
there.
No thanks.
Jeez.
No, thank
you.
Mm.
Yeah, like they had an excuse to an extent.
Yes, I was going to say the exact same thing about the Tigers.
Yeah.
They have an excuse. Manly, what was your excuse? Because you had one of the premier centers in the game in center,
Yeah.
Turbo. I just thought they didn't. Is he up against Toa?
He was on the right, so
So
they're
no, up
left.
against Dewey.
Dewey.
Dewey did a very good job on him.
Dewey.
I like Dewey. Though. I'm a
I
big
like
fan
Dewey.
of Dewey.
I like Dewey.
I just at the moment, I think Turbo should have got a hat trick. You need to use Turbo in a certain way. Maybe he's not 100% again.
No.
So why are you putting him there?
But he's getting at the back of those spreads. Like
A few times
Looked
the wingers
alright.
did very well. Yeah, I think so too. I think Lehigh shut down a bit more. That's what happens when you get a HIA, should be versing the crappy teams to get the momentum
Confidence.
going. Exactly. And the momentum and to work with the halves.
yeah.
So there's their excuse.
So,
but
like-
still, you should be pumping this team more than 18 points.
They did a fair it was weird to me. Like Cherry Evans played a lot on the left side. Normally Brooks is left side dependent, doesn't
Yes.
leave.
No.
But this game, Cherry Evans, he loved that left side. His short kicking game was good, but I felt like they lacked it on the right hand side. They had Saab on the right wing.
Do you think because when Turbo's not there at the back,
Yeah.
who stands up? Cherry Evans and who? No, but you got
I
nothing.
was
You're
just
not on
going
the
to.
same page.
I was going to take the piss.
Oh, okay.
That was initially. I was going to say
Go.
Corey Waddell.
He scored a try.
Fucking what a
did.
hole!
It was a good hole.
Great
It was very
hole.
good.
Olukwatu.
Garrick. Literally, Cherry Evans and Garrick. We always say when Turbo's not there, who's having a big game? Garrick. And Garrick's left wing. So maybe it's a thing. They've got this little thing going. Not that I really saw it,
Yeah.
but maybe they've got a thing going. The little Hayden and Adrian thing, where I feel good around that man. All right, Brooksy, go that way. You have to just give to Turbo at the back of shape, and he'll read the situation.
So Cherry Evans normally plays right, which is right next to Ruben Garrick on the right at center. Yeah, that makes sense, man.
I reckon there's a connection
confidence
there.
thing.
I reckon there's a connection there. He goes, kick him behind. I can go high to him. I back him. They just don't kick to Saab every set. Like you've got Coates there. You have so many big players at certain squads that get kicked to. Saab,
Do you
Garrick,
get
they
a-
don't go in the air.
Do
They
you get a
barely
feeling
do it.
that Saab's a bit of like out of favour at the moment at Manly?
Yeah, I do. I think Talau was dropped. I think he was injured or something. I don't think he was dropped.
It wouldn't surprise me. Like Saab wasn't even their first choice winger this week.
Too many
That's-
errors, I think. It was the week
he
before
just-
the
but you know
errors
what?
that was straight to his chest.
Bro,
You
he
can't-
just screams of Vunivalu or something at Melbourne or something for me. Like fucking hell.
Well, he left Dragons and became that at Manly on that Tommy Turbo
Yeah.
year.
In
Didn't
the
he get
Tommy-
like 21 tries or something?
His hands were safe that year too.
That's all you need. Just if you're a winger and you're dropping balls, you're doing yourself
You
an
n-
injustice. Seriously,
Big time.
you
big
get your
time.
one job. You just have to finish.
Yeah.
And could be the best finisher in the game.
Yeah.
If he gets the ball in his hands, you're not catching him.
Literally. Half chances, even 40, 30%
Just
chances.
thinking about it now, and we're not going to remember later. AKP the other day, one of the commentators said, "Oh, there aren't many better than whoever he was versing on the other side when he gets the ball in space." And AKP's right there, and I was like, "You
he
absolutely."
played cup this weekend.
Did he? So
AKP.
he did get dropped.
2 tries.
I thought he did
Got dropped.
get dropped because
Yeah.
that was Sammy left wing, Jojo center. Love Jojo. Still love him.
Yeah. That's the Titans chat, mate.
Back to we'll get to the Titans. Don't worry. Last game of the week.
What can we go about positives to end Manly?
Let's do most positives for both teams.
Second half,
Yeah.
I think their goal line defense.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to take out of that game. Manly, your attack is there. We know it's there. It's going to take time to click.
Yeah.
Do we just maybe that's what they're doing. They're just focusing on defense, and it'll click when it clicks.
This is the game you want to do it too.
Yeah.
Against the Tigs, I think moving to them,
Yeah.
the Tigers, like they missed Luai, but at the same time, at the back of shape, that first half, that team, Oztag team, looks better in shape, and we don't have shape. They were dropping
don't
balls at
know,
the back
bro.
of shape. Balls were hitting the ground. The Silver was throwing an absolute peach to the feet.
Yeah.
Like it hit the foot of Fainu. Because fair enough, it went. Coruscant was playing 6 or 7. So I don't know about that either. Like what happened there?
You have Dewey there. Like,
He
can
ended
you
up
not
going there, didn't he?
reshuffle?
Didn't he end up going there late?
He did.
Which I liked better.
They went
Coruscant-
Heath Mason to fullback.
Yeah, because of the injury to Heath Mason was fullback.
Heath Mason was
So
fullback.
they moved someone to fullback. De Silva went off. Coruscant to 9. Latu to 7 still, and Dewey in there.
Yeah.
So that means the centre spot had to be filled by, I'm assuming, like a Seyfarth or
Who
someone off the
played
bench.
full? So Mason.
Heath Mason started at fullback.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
Buller's out with the hammy.
Yeah.
So Heath Mason went off.
They had Laulaliti
Yes, Kit.
on the bench.
Laulaliti, which no one said right.
Luke,
The
winger.
I think it was Vossi.
the winger. They
Vossi
had the
or
winger.
Ganane?
Yeah.
No, he did not say it right once. Laulaliti went to fullback,
Yes.
which I like because I actually saw it. I meant to bring it up last week. He's been playing very, very good at fullback.
At fullback?
At fullback. Because I looked at their team, Brent Naden. They've now got a few other backs that are really good that are escaping me.
Brent Naden. They've
got Naden. They've got
the Tino.
yes,
Is Tino playing
yes,
cup?
yeah, he is. They've got you know every name.
Yeah.
I looked at it and went, wow, the depth. Charlie Staines is on the wing as well.
Yeah.
They've got a few. They've got a few guys that are pretty good. Their cup side's not too bad.
What I don't like there is their chopping and changing of the halves. Like I understand you had you had Luke on the bench. Just fucking start him, bro. He can play center. Like they looked so much better with Dewey.
Luke.
Yeah,
Luke.
Lola.
So it wasn't Kit.
It wasn't Kit. Kit's
Okay.
the front rower, bro.
Apologies, that's what I thought. Did you say
Yeah.
Kit or did I say
Nah,
Kit?
you said Kit. I said Luke,
No, I
and
don't
you
think
went
I
into
said
Kit. You did say Kit. Actually, shout out to
I don't
our
think
social media guy
Yeah.
or our producer. Last week, you said to me that I said something wrong.
Yeah.
When I listened to it, I actually had said it right. And then I repeated myself correctly again.
No, you didn't.
Nah, I re-listened.
No, you didn't because I knew you said it wrong
I
when I was
re-listened.
listening. I listened too.
Hayden, go back to the
What
video.
was it? What was it?
As if I'm going to remember.
Oh, I remember listening back and hearing you say it wrong.
No, I said it. I said it.
Or maybe I thought you said it wrong.
Maybe it's your ears.
Maybe. Well, right now we got the beanies on.
Maybe
As
the-
you can see, you can still purchase them. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Go to Mark Hughes Foundation. You can
We
purchase
purchased
them.
ours. We wanted to give.
Of course we do.
We could have got them, but
on the
we
business
said, nah,
card.
we'll
Exactly
we'll
right.
pay for them.
We might bring them to NRLW Magic Round 2 coming up.
It's going to be cold. Actually, no,
Probably.
it's not. It's going to warm up by then. So
It's warming up
need 'em.
already.
We won't need them.
See on the weekend?
I don't know. Can't
So
wear it tonight. Way too warm.
So
Way
warm.
too warm. Tigers, stop changing your halves, bruh.
Yeah.
Dewey's good in halves.
Him 6, Latu 7 then.
Yeah.
Centre,
Yeah. If Luai's out.
Ty and
Or they played him at 13 for a little bit.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that.
First receiver. That's what I want.
Jackie Bird, centre.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Jackie
he
Bird could
centre?
have played centre.
Wasn't he centre?
He could have
No,
played
sorry,
centre.
he was second row.
He was second row.
Second row.
Shall we move?
There was so many changes. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, way too many. Let's move.
Third game of the week, Friday 8 p.m. Canberra Raiders defeated the Newcastle Knights 22-18. Really?
Yeah, hated it.
Really?
Hated it.
I feel like the Raiders are just scraping in their wins recently.
They got a loss coming. You know what? They look very tired, bro.
Yeah.
You can tell they haven't had many buys.
Yeah.
They need a good couple of weeks off.
It's a fair shout. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Has to be. 17 straight?
I think
No
have
buys?
they had one
Maybe
yet?
one buy.
I
They've
think
got
had
two
one.
coming in the next,
Yeah.
which is
They
only
need
10
them,
weeks
man.
left.
They need them.
2 in 10 weeks is pretty good.
I think they'll get rolled this week.
Mm.
Just quietly.
Have you looked at who they're versing?
Drags.
Wow, okay. Energy boys.
Yeah.
That's not a bad shout.
Value, bro. They're like $4.
Well, I've got exactly that. It'll be interesting to see if they peter out into the back half of the season.
I think they will, bro. I think they will a little bit.
Well, how they go hitting finals will be huge because you can't play that good at the start of the year.
It's way too tight up the top there to drop games too.
Yeah.
Good thing is they've won games they probably should have lost in the
Yes.
last few weeks.
Yep.
It's coming, bro.
Well, they should have beat you. I think the downfalls come from then.
You're not
Tiredness.
wrong, man.
That downfall from then, they're just tired. They pumped you and then went,
They did everything
big
right.
breath. They
Took the
did their
big breath,
breaths.
and that was it. Game over.
did their breaths, and then
Opposite.
from then on, it's probably gone down. Shout out to Hudson Young with the osteitis pubis that I've suffered from.
Wow.
He got a needle directly
Is that
into the
in the groin?
yeah, directly in there.
Shout out to my wife. Same thing.
Really?
New week, new injury.
Okay, how'd they go? Tell us, netball. Not good?
No.
Not good.
I'm not even
Give
going to
us
mention
give
it.
us the NRL team. How they played like.
Titans.
Oh no. So they're creative in attack then. So they're good. They can score points.
No defense.
Oh no. Yeah. Well, we've been optimistic. So
Well,
they're good
yeah.
in attack.
Yeah, okay. Let's go
So
that.
they're good in attack.
Good goal shooter. Hottie.
See?
She's a hottie.
Exactly. See? Exactly right. I like it. I think for the ways to beat the good teams and the way to the points as well for the Raiders, offloads.
Big
I
time.
think it's the way to go.
Big time.
You could see when Cowboys put their defense together and when a few teams put their defense together against
Yep.
the Storm, against Bulldogs and against Canberra, I think the way to get points is going to be offload central.
It's just you need to be on constantly.
Yeah.
Like one moment of lapse, Tarpanay just gets a
Yes.
see you like weeks is gone.
They grind out the game, hit the offload,
Yeah.
done. 14 offloads to the Knights 6. That
There you
was the
go.
difference for me in the second
was.
half.
It
That
was.
was even though Knights started rolling back.
And you know what I thought? The Knights, they should have diagnosed that real early. Like Taps didn't want to get tackled
Yep.
early, and I was like, he's on. They just need to stop the offloads. And you're lucky Hudson Young didn't fucking play.
Yeah.
So it would have been
Front
offload
foot
city,
footy.
man.
Yeah.
He would have scored a hattie.
He would have bounced around.
He would have
He's
scored
been
a
in New
hattie.
South Wales about him.
Yeah, bro, big time. Big time, mate.
He would have scored a hattie.
He would have scored a hattie. I'm telling you. The junk time king. Junk time
Would have
king.
scored a hattie
Yeah, I know.
against the Knights.
Yeah.
I was actually scared for them in this game.
The Knights.
Oh, no, for the Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty high on the Knights
They
at the moment. I don't know why.
For when did they? Ponga went off maybe 20 minutes,
Yeah.
18 minutes to go, something
With
like
Frank. With a Liz.
that. Frank's back. He really just needs to get rid of him, doesn't he?
Liz and Frank.
Liz and Frank. Come on.
Not ideal.
KP, don't you
Out
have a
for Origin
missus?
3 too. Also,
Man.
if you're listening and you're interested about our Origin thoughts, we're not bringing them up for exactly this reason because we're recording an episode tomorrow.
Yeah, Origin preview.
Also, I realised we haven't said our Origin 3 teams. We didn't bring them up.
it wouldn't have changed
It wouldn't
much,
have changed
though.
much, and we would not have picked this.
No. I think we would have rolled with exactly what we had picked for game 2 anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to just null and void.
And then tomorrow we can chat about it.
And tomorrow we can chat about it. We can more chat about the changes that have been made.
How lucky.
Would we have done anything
How lucky are
different?
the fans?
Very lucky. A lot of player movement this week as well. Actually. Just
shout
quietly.
out to Broncos up next. Kobe Hetherington for liking our Harry Grant post.
Yeah, must be a big fan of Harry. Or the
Big
Bump
fa-
Out Boys.
Big fan of us.
Either way.
He
Yeah, I
saw
was
the
gonna
saw
say.
the pink.
Saw the fresh fade, nice
pink jersey.
beard, and went, that's what I like.
And Hayden's there too.
Hayden's also there
Yeah.
too. Exactly.
Anything
Exactly.
else before we move on? No negatives. We can give a criticism, constructive criticism, but we're going to be positive this week. There's been a lot
Let's
of
go the
negativity in
Raiders.
the media and NRL.
Oh, Raiders. Can I say where can they improve?
Yeah, that's good. It's
They
constructive.
can improve on their right side defense. So I think they have the
Chrissy.
gap of, it'll be Hosking on the right with Fogarty.
Chris,
No, Chris is on the left.
how do I
So
keep
that's
getting that
Tomoko?
wrong?
Tomoko and Jed Stewart.
Yeah,
So
which is fair. Yeah.
A little bit of an experience there that'll come eventually. I think
Although their attack,
Matty
Hoskin-
Nicholson was really good in that right edge spot there.
yeah, doesn't have the upside of Hosking though.
Doesn't, but
And Hosking was amazing
scored a lot of
using
tries.
everything.
Scored a lot of tries there.
True.
They're missing him a little bit, I think. Sasangi on the left, far out.
Well done.
What a gun.
Such a gun.
Doing really
We
well.
talked about how good their bench is.
Yeah, I quite like them, bro.
I could see him starting there.
Well,
Could
he
Hudson
did,
play
he did
right?
over the weekend. Yeah, I think
Could
Hudson could.
Sasangi play right?
Natural left-hand ball carrier. Gets me
could
totally to
Sasangi
play on
play
the
right?
left. Sasangi could play right. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
don't mind that. And then Hoskin coming off.
Yeah,
It's just Nicholson's
Hoskin
maybe
play
a
off
bit
the
too
bench.
substandard. Bit too standard. You got a few of those boys already. You've already got Trey Mooney.
Yeah, Smithies,
Yeah. You've already got the boys who come on the meat and potatoes.
meat and
You
potatoes
want
and
a bit
oven.
of sauce in there.
Yeah, shout out to my childhood favorite meal. Not.
Just to drive by on Mama Messner.
Yeah, I know. Knights, anything. Again, we're going to say where you need to improve.
Yeah.
You need to play more than 25 minutes.
Yeah. And you need your fullback
That's it,
fit.
bruh.
You need your fullback fit.
Well, now what do
Although-
they do? Now what do they do, Hayden?
Or it's reported Fletcher Hunt fullback. Sharp out as well.
Do you know what I'm more inclined to do? Maybe like a James
Schiller.
Maybe
Bloke can't catch a high ball.
Gagai.
Oh, does he have the K's in his
Push
legs?
Gagai there. Play Kyle McCarthy.
Doesn't have the K's in his legs. I have
Hunt's-
to go young boy.
Hunt's really good under the high ball.
Run all
Bro,
day.
Who do they need? That Mr.
Yeah. I know what you're
Mr.
saying.
Armstrong.
Yeah. Yeah, but you wouldn't have thought this many injuries to Sharp as well, who was playing 6.
But
Into Ponga,
who else do they have there? They have Connor Vitano, bro.
the half.
Connor Vitano.
He's a half.
He's a fullback, bro.
What did he play half at?
He played half in the trials.
He played half in the trials, and then I think
5'8", played
did
a
he
wing.
play last year for New South Wales and play half?
19s.
Did he play last year for
No,
New
he
South
played
Wales?
19s this year at fullback.
Yeah, but he played half. That's so weird.
Maybe he's not ready.
6 though, or was he halfback at the start of the year?
Six.
6
In the trial.
because he was with Taj, wasn't he? No, I'm thinking there's guys who come up in playing for Aussie
Yeah.
schoolboys. I'm pretty sure it was the guy who plays for Taj, who plays for Cronulla, and Vitano, who plays for Knights.
I'm
Pretty
sure
they were the
Vitano's a
6 and 7.
fullback.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm sure he's a fullback.
Because 6 or 7, 6 or 1, same thing. We've talked about it.
I'd
People
play
keep
him.
shitting on us about it.
I'd play him.
6 and
Fletcher
1
Hunt's
the same,
safe.
bro.
Fletcher Hunt's safe. I think they need something to spark. If you're going to play Hastings there, I think it'll be too much.
Did Hastings stand out in this game? Did he do what he should have? Like KPP still looked dangerous with him there.
No,
but
I
it's
think-
just stock standard short, bro. Every time.
Yeah.
I just
bit of
think they need the
variation
shape.
there.
I
Yeah.
think they need the variation.
It would have been, honestly, this would have been ideal if Fletcher Sharp was available. This is ideal.
So Fletcher Sharp now fullback.
He would have
Can
been.
you really chuck Vitano in fullback
Yeah.
right now?
I think they have to.
I still don't think he's a fullback.
They need something there.
Was he that good for New South Wales?
Play Hastings at fullback.
What?
Grew up playing fullback. Probably not.
too
Doesn't have the
slow.
K's in his
Too
legs at the
slow,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah. Shall we
Too
move?
slow. Yeah, move on.
Yeah, okay.
Well done to Raiders.
Yep.
Now to the game of the week, Saturday 3 p.m. Brisbane Broncos defeated the New Zealand Warriors 26-12. Game of the week. I thought that would get you. I was
Game-
going to say that at the start of the thing too, but I knew that you would.
Game of the week for a Broncos supporter. Definitely.
Well, we dictated the pace of the game, which I really liked. I really like there's someone you should follow. If you don't follow them already, the Warriorholic.
Oh, yeah.
He had a couple days to cool down from losing the game. And the analysis he gave today,
How good was it?
very, very good. He
So
has to have
fair.
he has to have a script too.
So
There's no
fair.
way he says that without having a prompter somewhere.
You have to.
It's so succinct.
Yeah.
He's just
There's
really
no
good.
way it rolls straight off here, bro. Everything is quite like in order.
It
too.
is, and it's like you. How
It's
you
well
read
thought
yours.
out.
It is.
It's well thought out. We have that in common.
It is.
Warriorholic and myself.
So it really helped that we were dictating the pace of the game because we won most sets.
Yep.
Which I loved, which we don't usually do, especially the Canberra game. I remember it's etched in my brain, getting
Yes.
rolled them down the field. We're winning the ruck, which I liked as well. We don't have Ben Hunt there. I think it's going to improve when Ben Hunt comes back this week. I think Corey Pake's straight out. Hasn't been that bad, but I just
Fuck,
think
you're going to go to scary levels with Ben Hunt.
you'd
there,
hope
man.
so. You'd hope so. And hopefully he's unselfish enough to let Mam stay there and just play his role. Surely.
I don't think that's his call anyway.
Yeah, I agree. As a
Madge.
senior player, you'd hope no more
As a
injuries
senior
to
player,
Reynolds.
would he be consulted? Absolutely.
Yeah,
But,
but-
at the end of the day, I think Madge is going, I pick who I want,
Especially because we just beat the 2 of the top 4 sides in 2 weeks.
Fifth, man.
In 2 weeks.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
For how shit yous went. No offense.
No, I said we wouldn't win another game. I
He's
said
sitting
to you,
fifth?
we would not win another game this season if
That's
we
a
keep
fucking
playing
miracle,
like this.
bro.
It was Walsh. It was Walsh and Mam. You would never win the games without Mam.
Fucking go
He's so
back and look
positive.
at the receipts. This man kept telling you.
I said it.
And everyone goes,
I said,
Broncos done.
No, people liked it, but they're still so negative on Walsh. He was too pretty. Yeah,
Kick back, bro.
and they go, oh, he wasn't even that good. He's who does your eyebrows? He's beautician would love that game or something. It's like, yeah, okay, bro. Are you funny? I literally see comments, bro.
Doesn't burn you, lad.
It burns me when I see it.
It wouldn't burn him, bro. I'll tell you that.
I know it wouldn't. I see it on every post, like every Broncos post. They're just going, oh, how's his beautician going? Or something like just some stupid shit. Or his boyfriend loves this game as well. It's like none of it just makes me so angry, bro. I just want to comment on it like, you're funny, aren't you? Like, bro. You're sitting there by yourself at home.
Oh, I have so many things I could say right now, and I'm not because we will get cancelled. I'll tell you after.
So I feel like they were a bit starstruck.
The Warriors?
We rolled them. Yeah, they were a bit starstruck. We rolled them and they didn't know where to go.
Oh, yeah.
The injuries obviously didn't help. They didn't get a lot of momentum. Penalties were the only way they could really get into it in the first half. We got a lot of the bounce of the ball, which I don't feel like we get a lot. We got a lot of the calls.
But what changed, though?
I think we got 80-20 of the calls too.
Yeah.
Which is probably, well, not unfair, but I think a lot of the calls were our way, which we're very lucky.
I think you created your own luck, though. You came out with that energy, and it just made, like, I think I said to you, that's the best 8 minutes I've seen from the Broncos all year.
Yeah.
All year. It was
That's
very
what you say
impressive.
to me after 8 minutes too when you see me.
Best 8 minutes of my life.
The good thing is Haas going off for Willison. Because they built that foundation, like you shouted with last week with Stags, you barely saw a difference.
Yep.
Xavier had one of his best games. Played so well, his stint, and then Haas comes back on. It was like, I was so confident with a forward coming back on that I was like, we're going to win this game.
Oh, yeah.
We rolled them. We just rolled them. And then all we have to do is don't kick it out in the full. No silly mistakes. Reynolds, just play your game.
Control the game.
Control the game, and that's it.
Yeah.
It was that simple.
I agree.
Do you know who Karapani reminds me of? Think about a player.
Can you give me a couple of...
Okay, because when this guy came into grade, arms everywhere, awkward running technique, energetic, and a good finisher. It's closer to home than you think.
You're going to have to give me Marcelo Montoya?
No, Carraz.
Carraz.
The way Carraz runs, think about it. The energy he plays with.
He's
the
way
way he
more
runs,
stocky, but I suppose he sort
the
of
way
runs
he
a bit
runs,
like that.
bro, the way Carraz, watch them side by side.
Elbows.
If they were chasing a ball, they're all elbows, knees, unorthodox running style, but it's all energy.
Yeah.
Meters.
It is.
Carraz is always there when you need him. Karapani just turns up. He knows his job is just put the ball down, get to the ball when I need you, and get out of my own end. He doesn't have to do anything flashy.
All you need to do, hit that ball with pace and put the ball down.
Him and Arthurs,
That's it.
they could be creating one of the best back two coming out of their own end. It's just look at To'o, look at Xavier Coates, look at the players who are making meters out Zach Lomax. Just go straight with intent. Jesse Arthurs, 2023.
Yeah, it's the blueprint.
Final.
It's a blueprint to be a successful winger in 2025.
It is.
It's literally it.
Can you see the Carraz thing?
Can I say, now that you're saying like the way that he runs, he sort of reminds me, you know how we say if you were like a brick shithouse, you'd run a bit like that?
Yes.
It's very similar.
And he's like down and it's like all shoulders.
Yeah, I know.
It's like shoulders and legs and knees and he's just so, everything's just like fast switch is just.
He would be really difficult to tackle, I think.
Yes.
Really difficult.
Same as Carraz.
Yeah.
Why does he make so many line breaks?
Like you'd get into the right position and then he'd just go, boom.
Yeah, and then he'd elbow you and kick you in the face.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, get off.
You'd be
what
so
are you
sore
doing?
after it.
Exactly right.
So sore.
Adrian, we saw some very great defense on Shibasaki from the Warriors to hold him up after brilliant hands to pick up that scrappy short kick, which I really liked. Thought he was in 100%. I think the game rolls away if we score that a bit more. Then for Walsh and the boys to get under Chanel after the bat back, just as impressive. I'm so glad they called that no try because it didn't touch the ground.
Yeah.
Did you think it was no try?
Nah. Because they got one, didn't they?
They did
They got
score.
one initially. Chanel's first one. I thought,
Yeah. There were a few that was like, okay.
if it was called try, I suppose they couldn't find enough evidence to overturn.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Thoughts on Shibasaki?
Thoughts on Shibasaki? Well, I actually said to you that I think he's Dally M Centre of the Year at the moment.
This year.
Because you as the Dally M's, I believe they should be judged on just form. If you're looking at form, it's Herbie Farnworth and it's Shibasaki.
Over Crichton.
Over Crichton. Crichton has more talent and raw and I suppose natural ability, but if you look in form just this year, it's Shibasaki. And that's me saying it as a Doggies fan, mate.
I'm not arguing with you.
I know you're not.
Right now,
I know you're not.
getting the call up for Queensland I never saw coming.
Well, I just wish we recorded this 2 days prior because that would have been the best receipts we would have ever had.
Well, I've got it. I'll put the screenshot up and the time. I'll put it up. You said to me.
Put it up, bro.
Did you say that to me or did you send it to me?
No, I sent it to you.
You did send it, didn't you?
I did. Date and time, bro. Date and time.
For the Warriors, you lost quite a few players.
Oh,
Injuries
man.
hurt you, which is so tough. That shot from Actually, we're going to go to two shots. Two shots of the weekend that were quite controversial. The Broncos won on Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
Who was put on report? Pickwater?
Yes.
Put on report. Not in the. He didn't get charged.
Yeah, of course he didn't.
Common sense prevailed.
Yeah.
The shot and the decision to not take the two, and the shot from Brian To'o. You think it was a penalty? On Sherry.
I don't think it was. Was it a penalty in the?
It's on Sherry or Carraz?
It was on
Sherry.
Sherry.
On Sherry.
Look, in the moment, I think with the game on the line, he had to penalise it. Because if he didn't, I think they'd probably rather say, "Oh, that cost us the game."
Yeah.
Rather than like it's 8-6.
It should have been a penalty.
It's
rather
8-6.
than, yeah.
You're still not going to win directly off it. I think all of these things are being thought of as they're making the decision. They got people in the ear. They're going, I'd rather you give the penalty at the moment.
I think To'o hit him probably about chest height,
It
and
did
then
it-
the head whiplashed into the shoulder.
It slid up.
So
I would have been okay if they didn't. But
but not that time part of the game. Down by 2.
should we have taken the 2? No.
In hindsight,
No.
yes. But I back. That's why the Doggies are so great because of
Did you
what
hear
what they went for.
Crichton's explanation was we had the momentum, and at that time, I felt it was the right decision. I felt like we should have attempted to win the game directly off our attack.
You know, it was.
And
it
we were
was,
confident.
It was the right decision. It was just a poor execution at the end. That's all it was.
Telling you now, if those wingers weren't swapped, Carraz hits that on the fly and he fucking scores. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Montoya not as quick, likes to play a bit more flat. That's why he's good with Sherry, because Sherry beats his defender nice and quick, and he's already nice and flat.
You're talking about the pass
The pass
from Crichton.
pass from Crichton.
It was deep though.
Yeah, it was like an
way
arm's
behind
length
him.
behind. Carraz, look at Carraz when he hits the ball in the wing.
Oh, I don't know, bro. That was a really bad pass from
Go
Crichton.
back to Titans game at Magic Round.
You reckon he stay real deep?
He gets real deep and hits it real tight. Yeah. Montoya's just a bit more flat.
Wow. Okay. We'll have to come back to that.
We will. Have a look at it.
Definitely have to come
Have
back
a look
to
at it. That's your homework for this week.
I've had a look at it. I looked at it a few times because I thought finally he stuffs up in a big moment.
Well,
He's had so many. He's broken my heart so many
combination.
times.
Combination. Back to the Broncos.
No. We're done.
Back
We'll
to the
move on.
Broncos.
I'm
So we
happy.
talk about the Warriors then.
Positive.
We've hardly talked about the Warriors.
Yeah, but what else do they need to do?
Mate.
They got injuries again for the second week in a row.
Are you worried? You worried for him?
I'm worried because of the injuries. I'm not worried about the gameplay. Yeah, you got dominated, but why?
So how
Barnett's
do you-
gone. Barnett's gone. Your
Barnett's
mate
season?
sevens. Your seven's gone.
Season.
Chance mid game.
So you're losing your co-captain, you're losing your halfback, you're losing your fullback, potentially all season.
3 best players.
What do you do? You're Andrew Webster. What do you do?
I'm putting. I saw Warrior Holic go.
Are
I'm
you-
cheating. I'm going Tanner Boyd 7. And he reckons that in New South Wales Cup they have the pairing of Tanner Boyd to Mario Martin, who has something like 12 try assists or something.
Yeah, he's leading, isn't he?
Crazy.
Yeah,
in
it's
New
really
South Wales
good.
Cup though, I don't think you can equate the stats there to NRL.
Yeah.
I just think it's very, very, very different. There are a lot of players that excel in New South Wales Cup and can't make that transition.
I agree.
Although dropping Chanel was his way. I don't
No,
like
no,
it.
no, no.
I really like Chanel at the moment in 6. I'd go Tanner Boyd 7, fullback Tuapiki. Who else do they really have? A lot of people are blaming Pompey Cozzy at the moment in the back line.
Nah.
Leah Tower's been injured. Rocco Berry did get dominated quite a bit.
Yeah,
So
not one of his best.
Stags did stand up when he needed to, like we said.
Yeah,
Basically, he listened to that video you put out.
I'm
the video,
glad.
what you said, build the foundation,
I'm
be the
glad.
Ferrari in the garage to be able to roll forward when you need it. That's exactly what he did.
I'm glad.
It was good.
It's fucking good to
It
watch,
was
man.
perfect. It's so
good
fun.
to watch,
it's fun
bro.
to watch, isn't it?
It's good to watch,
As
and I want to look at him and pick things to say to
Yeah.
you that I don't like, and
Yeah,
I can't.
it was good. It was very good. Warriors, I'm not concerned
I'm
about your.
concerned.
I'm not concerned about your performances as much as they were rolled
I'm
at
con-
Suncorp. Broncos coming in positive. You're not gonna. We should be top 2. So playing like a top 2 side and getting a side like this with injuries, that's expected. So I'm not too worried
You
about
should
the
have won
Warriors.
the game, right?
Yeah, like
I'm concerned
Think
about the
about it like
Warriors in their ability to take it to the next level now. I think.
I think it's done, man. Unfortunately, too many injuries. Like Chance has been leading.
Also, I'm going Tomato Martin fullback.
I don't mind
Picky
it.
to a wing. You can drop one of those boys if you're not happy with them. Yeah, Kossi, Pompey,
I like Tuapiki at the
and
back
Tanner,
though.
Tanner at 7. You need a goal
Do you not
kicker.
like Tuapiki at the back?
Nah.
He runs all day.
Nah.
Keanu Kinney clone.
Yeah, I know. I just don't think for the Warriors, I don't think that's what they need. I think Chanel brings a lot of that.
Okay.
Or you go RTS to the back.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I like that.
RTS back there.
Really, if Leah Tower can come back, don't
Bro,
know
they
what
just
he's done.
they need that.
They
Leah
need him to stay
Tower
on the field.
They
man.
need Leah Tower, bro.
There's too many. It's unfortunate. Too many
If they want to generally mix it with the big lads in the comp,
I still think they'll make the 8.
I think it's bro,
I'm still backing
I
them.
think they've set themselves up way too well to not make the 8.
Yeah, but that's
a
so
bed
close.
shit.
It's so close.
That's a bed shit now if they don't make the 8, even with the injuries.
Oh, that's very unfair.
Their forward pack is unchanged now.
That's true. I think they have
They have the best, like we said, the best middle second row rotation in the comp.
I was coming into it as well, thinking I'm quite worried when Willison comes on and the young boys come on. Was I really that worried? I think we did really well, and I was impressed because I was like, "We're going to get pumped."
You can tell that you were prepared for
We're
it.
ready.
Right?
It was meant. It was a mental game as much as physical.
And they said, I think Madge really must have fired up Willison. Said, "Listen, bro,
this is your role.
These guys think that they're better than you. Go out there and show them who's the big dog.
Just do what you need to do. Don't worry about the offloads. Just get up there and do your role.
Yeah,
and push around the boys. Even the Halasima try.
Yeah,
seeing on his face."
Bro, how does he always score a try for kick?
I don't know. We're going to get to that. Actually, keep this in your head when we go later.
Locked.
We'll move on. Unlucky to the Warriors. I'm still not that worried.
No.
Just very happy with the Broncos backing it up again.
Well, I'm a little bit worried. So
this week, it's a tough battle. We'll get to it, but
we will.
It's just not fair. Like,
let's push.
You lose Carraz and we lose Walsh. Like, let them play, bro. You see, it's one of the best... Probably one of the biggest clashes of the year.
Oh, the 18th man?
Bro, that's
18th man should
bullshit.
play.
It's stupid. Like, for us specifically, like...
I'd love to... Oh,
bro, Carraz, Walsh, think about who they've named. It's so stupid. Unless there's late changes. Unless they're going in injury.
See, I'm thinking Billy hasn't made his mind up.
I agree. That's what they're saying, but...
I think Carraz is covering Toto. Toto didn't look right.
I agree.
And had a bang to the knee. It's all coverage,
has to be coverage.
It's all... I need them in the squad so I can change.
So they don't have to be confirmed 18th man before Thursday?
Everything can change.
So they could
20 goes down to 19.
If they miss this game
19
and they
goes down
don't
to
end up
18.
18th, they better be 18th man if they miss this game this week. I'm going to be so pissed off because they're going to miss the game and then still come back.
Yeah. We won't know.
If they send them both back, we'll know.
Yeah.
It has to be done ASAP because they're flying there now.
I suppose, yeah.
Like they're all flying, as in Broncos guys mainly. Like,
I was going to say
they're coming here anyway, so maybe it's...
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll
Let's
get
push.
to it. Saturday, 5:30, St. George Illawarra Dragons defeated the Parramatta Eels 34-20. I'm sure you didn't save for this. I thought that straight away.
Save this.
The sigh. Okay.
The sigh.
I wrote down Para on the back foot.
End of notes.
That's mainly what I have. A couple points to sets for Para. St. George go bang bang. Although then Para go bang bang. St. George keep him. It's as simple as that. It's the same as like the last game we're going to get to. I feel like there's not much more to say. And I feel bad to the St. George fans and Para fans. I'm so high on Para. I'm so optimistic about them.
Yeah.
And I don't know where to go.
But I think you've already nailed nailed.
I nailed the nail on the head.
You've hit the nail on the head. Stop myself from fucking up.
That's okay.
There's a first to everything, Hayden. They can't wrestle back momentum. I think that's what they struggle.
Which side?
Para.
I didn't even know you were talking about just then.
At the start.
Yeah.
I think they just needed to build pressure off field position. And that's probably not their strong point at the moment.
No.
Their yardage game out of their own end, I'm happy with. Yongi, Lomax, really happy with those guys.
Yongi a little bit quieter in this game as well.
Definitely quieter, but injection of Dylan Walker again.
Good. I just don't
How much can you...
I really don't like I understand a game plan, but I don't like the let's kick every single set to Lomax's wing and that's all we've got.
That has to be your backup play, not a when we finish this set, we're going to kick to him.
Unless you're in the 20 meter, if you're in the 20 meter line, like Storm do, they look at Coates and they'll go point up, it's coming up.
Genuinely, I think there was 8 sets in a row where Hawkins just went
from the 40
every time,
and Lomax went error, and catch, drop ball, error, try. So,
I get it. But if I'm the Dragons, I'm going, boys, they got fucking nothing.
We got them all day.
They got nothing. We just need to catch the ball, bro.
Put your big boy there.
Just catch
Jump,
the ball.
Get up. Fair enough, Lawson was there late. Tuapolotu does his hammy in the warm-up.
Yes. Oh,
very unlucky.
Apparently there was 4 minutes to go.
So pissed
he had
off.
4 minutes to prepare to play.
Lawson.
That's crazy.
To come on and score.
Two tries.
Sorry,
2
bro.
tries, not one, but
just
2.
got to jump over pretty easy.
The big moment in this game, bro. Fox going out down the sideline.
Yep.
That's the turning point. From that moment, obviously the score reflected, what was it, 26-20 at that point?
Yep. Thoughts?
Out. Initial thoughts out.
Happy with the decision?
Happy, very happy.
Same.
I looked at it and I went, yeah, he's out.
I'm happy both ways. If they called it in, happy. Called it out, happy.
So
You'd be
let me
pissed
ask
off
you.
both different
Let me
things,
ask you.
though.
Do they need to change the rule of line? The line is in.
No, line's out.
Line's out.
Line's out. It's
You're
black
happy
and
with
white.
the rule how it is?
Black and white, yeah.
Okay.
And as well, I think,
It's not like soccer where you can have ball out, but
well, it's a similar
in.
thing. If the ball's completely out, it's harder to tell.
yeah.
Nah, because then you're making that field that little bit longer, and there are so many pressure points where in history as well, we
But
don't want to change the Jared Hayne.
Imagine all the finishes that we could have if line was in.
Then play that little bit closer infield.
Yeah, I know.
And then you have that room to play.
Sounds simple.
Like it's if you're
but-
going to do that, then just come in more. Like it's like,
Yeah.
we'll bring it out more. But then bring your play in a little bit
Yeah.
tighter and then straighten up a little bit more.
Yeah, I
It
suppose
sounds
so.
great in theory.
Yeah.
But you got pressure on the
a lot
inside,
harder
like
than
Addo Carr.
sounds, I
I
suppose.
could see. I could look at it. I could see it in my brain now. The line. I'm happy with it in. But then I looked at
Nah.
it as well and went,
I would have. I think
I'm
I would
happy
have.
with it out.
I think I would have said to you, even if it was called in, I would have said I think it's out.
I actually reckon I'm 60-40 in. Because I can't, like I could see it, but at the
It's
same
like
time,
pinky
I'm
toe.
like,
It's like pinky toe.
do you reckon though? Did you see much of the grass go? The way they look at it is if you lose the green. Where
think
I
he
think
did
I
lose the
didn't. I don't
green.
think I think he lost the green, but I don't think he touched the white.
But how does that?
Yeah, because I reckon there's in between. Like
Well,
I
you-
think so.
So what we need is a
Yeah.
interior line, like a border along the line.
inside the white line,
This
and
line
that's
you're
yellow.
in. This line you're in. This line you're out.
And that's the line. That line's yellow. If you hit the yellow line, you're out. If you hit the white
That's
line,
it.
you're definitely out.
NRL, we figured it out. You're welcome. You need
Yeah,
a border.
It's tough. Should you get to that stage? Probably not. But also, you rolled and rolled and rolled, and I thought,
Fuck me, bro.
seriously, I thought Para were going to win this about 50-28.
Big time.
I thought it was going to be like they'll kick a penalty goal and then they'll just go 5-6 tries in a row. Would they
did-
do 2 or 3?
Yeah,
2 or 3 in a row or something like that?
they had a couple in a row.
because it
too.
was Lawson straight away, and it was just Dragons, 18. I feel like it was 18-0.
It was
I don't even write down the scores anymore because it's full of shit. It's so
irrelevant.
shit.
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Parramatta, they're second rowers. Tuolangi, Katonga, really, really impressed.
Yeah.
Really
Tuolangi
impressed.
backed it up again.
And
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it, Hayden.
I love him.
Riles has just said, brother, it's the trials. I don't care.
These are all
he's-
trial games.
Maybe he's brought in a hypnotist
And
and
said to him,
Tuolangi, it's the trials.
round 1's coming up.
Trials.
Round 1, 2025.
He's making him he's going, go to Luai, get the boil, put the mentality that it's preseason.
I reckon you go. You think it's coincided a little bit with the Bryce Cartwright. Gone.
has.
So maybe he's not
Back
thinking
the
about.
boys.
Yeah, maybe he's not
Riles
thinking
went,
about.
you know what?
Yeah,
I'm backing you that much. I'm getting rid of the guy who would take your spot.
yeah, because that's the right second rower.
It is.
Maybe he goes. That's it. Back yourself, bro. Madison too.
Did you see that?
Is he out of favour or is he not there?
So they've had Tuolangi,
Yeah.
they've had Katonga.
Yep.
But did you see the debutant on the left wing?
Who's that?
Chris Breezy. Chris Breezy with the blonde hair. Addo Carr. Apparently he was late to a team meeting and he had to dye his hair. And my missus goes, geez, Fox looks like Chris Breezy. And then I looked up Chris Breezy in one of his recent concerts. Concerts?
Constance.
No.
Consonant, please.
No.
Consonant.
And an adjective,
Adjective.
a verb, and
Well,
in a doing word.
No, it would probably more vowel.
At one of
consonant,
his
but
concerts,
Yep.
grinding on the girls to
Yep. Who have partners usually?
probably have partners.
Which
but
break it up. There's been history.
Would you blame them though? I'm taking if you're getting offered a lap dance from Chris
Your
Brown.
missus.
Honestly,
Nah.
could I? I'd probably
I'm not that type of person either, but I just don't. Nah, bro.
shout out to all the cucks in the
married.
world, but
We're married.
it doesn't matter, bro.
Do you
It's
think
Chris
you'd
Brown.
still let?
It's Chris Brown. They're clothed, man.
But should they be okay? Let's get to this. Should they be wanting it that much from Chris Brown when they have sexy partners like us? We're sexy boys, and you don't.
But
That's not a loving yourself thing.
are
It's
you-
a reference from Magic Round.
But are you going to say no? Like you've been picked
You're gonna
out
make me sound very bad
in
on
front
here
of
because-
80,000 people.
No. Why are they going for our
I'm pro-
missus for?
Honestly, I'm probably cheering her on.
Go
I'm
for
probably
some-
going, fucking get up there.
No, at the time, yeah, probably am. Like we have to. You can't
Get up there
can't
and
stand in
cheer
front
it
of
on.
everyone and go no, and then at the end you cry at the end and she hugs you.
Oh my
Gives you a Tedesco
God.
hug.
Oh my God.
Nah, you'd probably keep that. You'd probably keep that memory in the memory bank. You probably would. I think it'd be nice. Or what if you wanted to dance on you?
Sweet, bro.
I'd be like, show me the dance moves.
I'd probably
wanna
say
do
to
'em.
him, I just want to
do
echo
'em.
you. I just want to
I want to do
sit
it.
behind you and just echo you. Dragons. You got anything on Dragons, bro?
Nah, I don't.
Not too much?
I don't. Loving Gutho.
Just kept their necks in front, bro. They scrambled well enough to just get this win.
Yep.
And Valentine Holmes, he's back. He's back. Hitting some form. Good old Valentine. Our close friend. Close
Yep.
friend of the show.
Mr. Valentine, yeah.
Close friend of our family who will remain nameless.
I
liked him.
I have some signed Cowboys gear around, some merch.
Yep.
Don't know where they are, actually. Got the Taumalolo stuff too as well.
That's nice.
Yeah,
A little
my
bit of
auntie was
memorabilia
with
there.
Taumalolo the other day.
Really?
Sent
Maybe
me a
we should
photo.
get her to send us some
No,
other stuff
do a
down
get up
for a
there
giveaway.
and we'll use that. Oh, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cowboys fans. Actually, I've got a signed footy, the whole team.
Oh, you want
Surely we give that away.
You want to keep that one? You want?
Stuff the
Cowboys.
Cowboys, man.
Cowboys fans, they respond to us pretty well.
They're
Actually,
good. Yeah,
They might like it.
they probably would. You know what? I'd
Yeah.
probably try that. I liked the team at the time. They were very good.
Yeah.
Big fan of Townsend.
Big time. Oh, big fan of Townsend.
Huge fan. Big
Massive fan.
I'm a big
Hillam
fan of
Lukey?
Townsend.
Oh,
Hillam Lukey as well.
Okay.
Nanai.
I've been serious for a
Taumalolo.
minute.
No, McIntyre though was prior to McIntyre.
I was Prime McIntyre.
Yeah.
Let's push bar. I'm getting
Sorry,
hungry.
bro. Yeah, it's fair. Sunday 7:50. Sunday 7:50.
Saturday.
That was
7:50.
incorrect completely. How did I write that wrong?
Saturday.
Dolphins defeated the South Sydney Rabbitohs 50 to
It's okay.
28.
You know what? Like
The
you
thing
just come
is-
off the. Oh, you had a win. Like you would have
I
been
did.
just
And
amped
do you
up.
know the thing is, I wrote all these live too. I watched all the games. Wow, got it wrong. Usually when I'm going through it again,
maybe
I think it was a big push this day.
maybe you need a refresher. It was a big day.
No, it was a big day.
I
This
told
day
you-
was this was shit.
I told you. I said I think I'm gonna sit this one out and I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a refresher a bit later on. And
Yeah.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
I'm glad I
think
did.
I should have because I've written Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday 7:50. Dolphins run away with another game. Geez, they don't lack points. The least they've scored this year is 12 points. Well, I think we came up with the stats a few weeks ago. It's now 50 points in like the last 4 games or something.
They've
Before,
4 games.
yeah. I think it was
Two in a
20.
row?
It was 50, 50, 20, 50 or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When they score a lot.
Oh yeah.
Do it against a good side, but okay, please, bruv, do it against a good
Yeah.
side.
I thought the Rabbitohs were a good side
I agree.
till I saw them sitting 16th now, and I was like, "Whoa, that's
Can't
low."
believe they're close.
That
to
is
They're close to the
low,
spoon.
man.
I saw that the other day, actually. Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to the Titans keeping them above.
Is there anyone better than the Dolphins at scoring 30 points in like 4 seconds?
Nope.
I don't think there is.
Nope.
Cows, they've overtaken the Cows for me. The Titans are close.
Manly
Titans
are close.
Yeah, well, not now.
When they're on,
they
not
need,
at the
they need
moment.
to redo it, bro. They need
Maybe
to
4 weeks
They
ago.
need to refresh our memory of how good they are because I can't see it anymore.
Come on, Manly.
I'm not worried about them. I'm not even putting them into this equation of those points
Really?
at all.
I got a few teams that I'm worried about at the moment, actually.
We'll get into that in a sec then. I like because this game was. I still feel like it was shit.
Yep.
I just don't like teams running away with it. Hammer 4 tries in his 100th game.
Yep.
And
Some
we're
junk
also-
tries, bro.
Junk tries, but still, you got to be there.
You do. You do.
You got to have the pace
Yep.
of the Queensland fullback.
One good.
I can't believe he's Queensland fullback, but that's funny.
Well, you know what? What a moment for Hammer.
Yeah.
What a moment for him.
Well, actually,
From coming off the harsh criticism of me, saying that he will never be a fullback in
Huge.
Origin.
and I said
Here
Hammer, and no, everyone blasted me too.
Fucking hell, bro.
Am I Billy?
Are you the
Or an Oracle? Am I the Oracle?
Oracle?
It's an Oracle, isn't it?
It's an
the
oracle.
round ball.
Seeing into the future.
Into the future. It's
Oracle.
That's me.
Oral.
Can we
You're good
just
at oral.
can we just
I
put
knew it.
our can we just duck our heads a little bit because we've just heard the news today. Hammer and Jamie Chapman aren't together.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry for them.
I'm so sorry.
Like I know they're other fish in the sea. They're both great. They're both great athletes.
I'm
They're
so
both
upset.
very good looking.
Omens.
I just think I would have liked to see him at the NRLW Magic Round supporting his missus, and then I could have a chat to him.
That would have been
But
nice.
maybe
Maybe
we can chat to him.
Are
Make
they
her
staying
feel better.
friends?
We can, of course.
Are they staying friends?
Professional. They're professional.
So does that mean we're still going to see him there supporting each other?
Nah, he's got things to do, man. Although Sinapati is going out with Coates, and she who's the team? I'm gonna say
play for-
Titans.
Yep.
Titans.
With Shaylee Bent.
Can't believe
Dave
they're
Fafita's missus.
can't believe they're together.
Is it Fafita's missus that he's with Shaylee Bent?
No, I'm not sure. We have to find that out. There's a lot that are together that I really
And
like.
I'm all for
athletes
it.
too.
I'm all for it.
100%.
Shout out to our favourite power couple in the NRLW though, Racine and Jamie.
Oh yeah,
Our
that's a
favourite.
given though. I commented on the Dragons NRLW today.
Did ya?
Little
How good.
and a dragon symbol
How
next to
good.
it.
I saw they had their little launch today actually, and I
Yes.
saw Ray at work and I went,
Ray wasn't there.
Wasn't
she
there?
let the young girl go.
Let the young girl.
She let her
Experience.
go. Did you say that? Did you ask her?
No, I didn't actually.
You should have asked her. Where are you? What are you doing?
No, they were busy today, unfortunately.
Oh, at work. Busy at work. What's
Actually
that?
busy at work. Yeah, not
What's
me.
that?
I just walk around. So
Yeah, because you're in charge. You own the
oh,
company.
I'm only joking. If anyone hears that,
No, I'm just saying because you own the company.
Sure.
Well, you will one day. It's
Sure.
positive. You're not going to overtake him. You can go with him.
Sure.
Positive. Good.
Not my
We have
words.
ambitions.
No.
Oh, you don't want to?
No. I just want to be the. Guy.
The steady guy.
Steady guy.
Reliable. Bit of Connor
On
Tracy
time.
about you.
On time. Does his hours.
On time. Mate, you're pre-time.
Yeah.
On time is
I
getting
am
there on
very early.
time.
I'm very early.
That's Hayden at coaching. On time.
5:30 every morning. I'm there.
Yeah, you're there way earlier.
Well,
That's not on time. That's
Shout out
pre.
to Lockie, who's there like 5:05, an hour, like nearly an hour early every morning.
We'll shout out. That's well deserved. Who does he support again?
Punctuation. Panthers.
Oh, Panthers.
Nathan Cleary.
Did he give you shit about it?
Of course he gave a shit about it. It's the first thing he said to me. He literally doesn't even follow football. Go the Panthers. Shut up, dickhead. Shut up.
Some optimistic. Give us some optimism on both sides. A few optimistic views, and then we'll just move on to the next two
Can I
games which
just-
have a little bit about.
Can I just give a glaze again? I just
Sure.
want to glaze Katoa.
Mm.
It's fucking superb what he's doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very unique what he's doing.
Mm.
I don't think we've seen it. People are going to compare him to Cleary, but Cleary's only really played extremely direct the last couple of years. I think he's. I don't know.
It feels like it's like we're comparing Messi and Ronaldo here. The born talent with the taught talent.
Yeah, with the
Like I feel like this is born
the
talent.
hard work.
This is born talent. Like the Indigenous boys.
Yeah.
You can't teach Hammer
straight
what
up
he
talent.
does. You can't teach Katoa.
And
what
I don't
he's-
think
well,
Hammer
maybe
could
you
tell
can.
you. Oh, no, I think
Maybe it's a lot of vision. Maybe he seems very intelligent for a
Maybe-
young guy, so maybe it's learnt.
maybe Katoa's a hybrid of both.
Oh, that's the best thing. So the difference is have accessibility. He has accessibility to past highlights.
Yeah.
And you could, even growing up without knowing it,
It's a good day
that's
and age
still
to be
knowledge,
in.
man. That's still knowledge. That's still learning from watching the game. We've watched the
agree.
game.
Yeah.
We try to emulate. You say you're Kieran Foran. Why? Because you watch the game.
Oh yeah.
You watch his gameplay.
Actually, I think I'm gonna change Kieran Foran to a bit of Kurt Mann.
I was going to say Harris Tavita.
Oh, a bit of Harris Tavita, eh?
You can shot
Yeah, I can.
your energy.
I definitely can. Run
Good
it
ends
straight.
to sets.
Run it straight.
Yeah, see?
Good
I
ends
like
to
Harris.
sets.
Go Harris Tavita.
Harris Tavita.
Go Harris Tavita.
need
Don't
to-
go Kieran Foran.
Need to pull
He's
a bit
still
of
good though.
bit of Harris Tavita out of me tonight. Don't you worry.
Mate, you know who we're versing?
Nah,
All right,
don't
worry
tell
about
me.
it. That's fine.
Don't tell me.
Go. Anything
Go.
else? Go to we've done
Dolphins, I think what they're doing really well, their yardage out of their own end. So they're getting the start to their sets right time and time again. It's coinciding with Katoa being in form.
Yes.
Herbie's in form.
yes.
Isako doesn't have to do much anymore.
No.
He just essentially just kicks the goals, good yardage. He ices some opportunities, but they're going left a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Cody Nikorima now down. Another injury. What do they do there? Any thoughts? Do you go Donahue there?
I was gonna say
Mr.
that,
Fix
but
It?
it's got to be someone else.
Because they're going to lack in that
There's
third
someone
end. I
we're
like him
missing.
in the middle.
Yeah, I do too. I like keep the team how it is and just plug the space. Oh, Sean O'Sullivan.
Sean O'Sullivan comes in,
It's
doesn't
done.
he?
It's done. Easy. Just play your role.
Not happy with
He
that.
was an Aussie player coming up, bro.
Yeah, an Aussie schoolboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good player. Just do your job. Us Maltese, just do your job.
Maltese.
Don't be too flashy.
Come on, Maltese.
Don't be too flashy. Just do your job.
What about Rabbitohs, bro?
I got nothing.
Cody Walker, another
I got nothing.
soft tissue injury. Going for
yeah.
5. 5 in the season, bro.
Lower limb.
That's
No
fucked.
thanks.
Is,
Nah, I don't want it.
is that the world telling you just need to stop, bro?
Nah, don't say that. Because then, if everyone did that, guys cop like 4 ACLs. You see how good Toya's been?
Yeah, true. Tedesco too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big one.
Straightening up is the key to that left edge, right?
Can I just,
Sorry.
before we move on, there's something funny I heard. Galvin and De Silva. No, who were they saying? Was it someone and De Silva are the new? Oh, Galvin and De Silva. Are they the new Teddy and Brooks or something that moved? Or Teddy and Moses that
Teddy and
moved from
Moses.
Tigers. Yeah, no,
Don't think so.
I don't. Not Teddy.
Bit of player movement. Cobbo leaving your Broncos
Junior Tupou getting signed to Roosters too.
and De Silva to the Eels all in 1 week.
Before today.
Couple
June
of
30.
days. That's it. June 30 done.
Yeah, in 2
Sides are
days.
locked, bro.
The So and Cobbo one makes a lot of sense. He will get brought back this week because
In your origin selections.
Shibasaki straight out. Well, they said there was chat. Shibasaki might have been picked before this game. before that performance because there was chat last week that Cobbo was
Hayden,
coming back.
you know this year is the year of the phone call.
Yeah, it's the phone call. Yeah, I think he might have been, bro, because there's been chat from mid last week, and I thought we hadn't played yet. How is Cobbo coming back? Who's he going to take? And I thought, shit, he's going to take Karapani's spot. No, he's not. He's playing centre because he wants to go to centre somewhere else.
That's right.
So he signed to Dolphins.
He did sign the Dolphins. What do you think they'll play him?
Centre.
5'8".
Centre. Has
Centre?
to be centre, yeah. Who have they got?
Averillo, Herbie.
Averillo probably fullback.
And what, Hammer? Where's Hammer going?
No, maybe Averillo. Can he go wing?
Yeah, he played wing on the weekend. Fan I left. Anyway.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to do much. He just catch.
Yeah. We were talking about the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, we were.
Honestly,
we moved away because of the purchases.
There's not a lot of positives, unfortunately, for them. Talis Duncan, my biggest positive.
Yeah.
My last note that I wrote. Do you want to read that out for
I can see it.
This team just fucks me off. I just get frustrated, man.
Yeah.
I just get frustrated with them. And it's hard. We watch a lot of footy, and this is what happens when teams don't perform to our expectation.
Yeah.
Is that a knock on us for having such a high expectation?
Possibly.
Is it the biggest compliment that you can get?
As well, from a non-fan.
From a non-fan?
Yeah.
There's a few players in that team that I fucking love too. Love Jamie Humphries, Latrell,
Kalamatangi.
Duncan. Yeah, Kalamatangi.
No Latrell this week. I think it just hurts.
It's going to be hard for them to...
It's chop and changing, your injuries. Bud Sullivan out as well. Bud Sullivan was playing really good.
Huge injury toll.
Yeah.
Huge now. Walker down, Sullivan gone.
Brandon
Humphries.
Smith back to running. Murray also close
Brandon
as
Smith
well.
ready to play?
Nah, they still, I think he's 4 weeks away or something. They're still
pretty
far away.
Yeah, he did the same game. Maybe his rehab not as good as
different.
Sammy.
Could be a different tear, different time of surgery.
Bit more weight on him too.
Maybe.
That's a factor.
Different position.
Let's
he's
move on.
Yeah, very light. Yeah, moving on. Sunday, 2 p.m. Melbourne Storm defeated the Cronulla Sharks 30-6. A lot more of a grind than we anticipated in the first half.
Oh yeah,
but I feel like they fell away towards the last quarter of the game. Really, they were lucky to score points. That Trindle try was all optimism and just pressure.
Literally, bro.
Pressuring Sewer, who let it bounce and score, and then Trindle scores. I say let it bounce, but that one I would have said no, let it bounce.
So hold on. You can't have a double standard here, Hayden. You can't be saying...
Usually I yell, let it bounce. When you're running towards the ball, intent to catch, and then you pull out.
Yes.
That's not how you let it bounce, Adrian. Let me teach you how to let it bounce.
Teach me.
The way to let it bounce is... You're watching the ball bouncing in front of you.
Watching the ball
you
in front
don't
of
go
you.
towards the gap because what that means is
sit back.
Other players, you're sitting back.
Sit back.
Because other players are going to assume you're going towards the ball when you make the forward movement.
Decoy.
So what you do,
Up
you
back.
let it
Up back.
you let it bounce.
So you go forward to come back.
You let it bounce.
Like
No,
a
I don't
hook
want you
turn.
going forward.
Like a hook turn.
You go
left,
forward,
go right.
you just look straight. And then it bounces and then you get it.
So don't even pretend like you're
Don't
going.
pretend because what happened is Hughes and Pappy went, what are you doing? He went and then stood back. Let it bounce, Adrian.
Let it bounce. I'll just keep
Everyone's going to be absolutely
just
yelling
here.
at us right now because
Yeah.
how stupid this sounds.
Just keeping it here
Keep
for
it
tonight.
there. Well, you have a beanie, so I won't have to go through it. But
I'll keep it here. See? In there.
apart from that, I just don't think they really look like scoring. They look shell shocked. They didn't look ready to go. Cronulla and Storm they weren't icing their sets at all either.
Definitely
they had a lot of ball in their line.
Yeah.
And Storm, I just feel like didn't look like they were going to concede.
No.
They didn't look too worried either.
Mate, they repelled and forced errors on the Sharks quite easily.
They were more angry. I think Storm were more angry at themselves that they weren't completing the sets they wanted to.
Fuck yeah, bro.
And the errors. That's all
Especially
it was.
because they mounted the pressure. They had that foundation, bro. Like they won field position, and they started really well. Like that short ball from Hughes to Katoa,
Oh, yeah.
and the energy they had when they scored. I was like,
Hughes was up.
"Ooh."
Hughes was on.
I was like, that's gonna be a long day for Trindle, bro.
Well, going
Long
to
day.
Eli Katoa.
He's
Second row of the year.
the best second row in the comp.
It's in the bag at the moment. Second row of the year for me.
Yeah.
He's just incredible. One of the things that impresses me the most, the cutout ball to Failongo. Left to right.
The variation in his play.
Usually a player's weekend. Shout out to me. It's not my weekend.
Maybe it's not Ellie's either.
No, maybe not. But
You have
let's
that in
say
common?
it is. Let's say we're very similar.
Height, stature, same thing.
Size.
Yeah. Mungle,
Both big.
Raddies.
Thank you. Good in the air.
real good.
Polynesian.
Yep.
That's
What,
me.
I wonder what, I think, is he Tongan? Ellie. I think he may be Katoa. Yeah, I think he's Tongan.
He is, isn't he?
I think he's Tongan.
I think I looked at that side. Yeah, Katoa because Isaiah
Cash
Katoa.
again. Cash again. saying that Samoa have all the good second rowers, please.
Yeah,
Please.
that's so true. But that ball was just incredible. 3 try assists that would have been if they scored. Just out.
Crazy.
So we're just out. Don't know where I was going with this. Actually, I do know where I was going with this.
Where are you going?
I just lost because there were so many things I wanted to say about him.
Yep.
Leka Halasima, Jeremiah Nanai, Eli Katoa. Who's the best in the air? I'm going Nanai.
Best in the air?
I'm going Nanai.
Oh, bro, that's a tough pick.
They're the 3 that I went this weekend. All score from high balls, set up tries. Katoa, when he's on, is one of the best. But Nanai, I don't think I've seen many better leapers.
Okay, I'm going to say in the air, Nanai. The lead up to in the air, like the kick pressure, is Katoa. And then I think the actual like catching ability, being able to like execute the try to the catch to the put down is probably Leka.
Really? So I think
It's a bit of combination of all of them.
Probably you're right. Probably right. I like Katoa, the handling of Katoa, but then Nanai's just slick
Katoa somehow seems to just catch it in the breadbasket every time.
because he's so big.
It's like
He's already up there.
But Nanai is like a two-hander.
It's like a nice one-hander where you can bring it down
Yeah.
like slick like a basketball.
And then Leka, he just catches a ball and you're like, there's 3 people around him. He's not going to get it
It's
down.
just
And
like
then he does.
enthusiasm. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's so good. Yeah,
It's an embarrassment of riches for us. Rugby League, the winner.
it looked like Katoa was on. Hughes could see it, and
Oh,
Hughes
yeah.
benefited from it.
But
That's
soon
what it
as-
felt like.
Bro, I'm telling you, they won't have a game where one's on and the other one's not. They're
With them
always on
two?
together.
Yeah.
Always, man. And they have to be my favourite combo in the NRL, bar none.
Hughes Katoa.
Bar none.
I love it.
I don't even know.
Is there anything else we need to say about Storm?
I don't think
Probably
so,
too
man.
many errors coming out of their own end. First half was very
Felt like
shocking.
they were in third gear for like 60 minutes and then they went,
Yeah.
let's
just turn it
let's
on.
push that foot on the accelerator a little bit.
Yeah.
But mate, it's scary because this side has another gear in the championship rounds.
Yeah.
Like in the minutes that you're going to win a grand final in.
Did you really even see Munster as well?
Not really.
That's another. And Pappy? Just
Harry
doing
just
his
did
role.
his job.
Exactly. Just when they're on, you know what to
Hughes
do.
was on, man. It was just get Hughes the ball and get Ellie the ball, and that was it, bro. Sharks.
Cronulla.
They needed to start fast, and they didn't.
No.
They needed to show their intent from minute 1, and I don't think they did. They had a lot of ball. They conceded a lot of ball on their own line, so they were defending their goal line for a lot of sets early. I don't know. Again, I felt like they stuck with them, but Melbourne were just too good, man.
That's probably what it felt like.
It's just Sharks. You can play 60 minutes against most of the other teams and be good enough to win. It's just that last 20 minutes.
Well,
They just
unfortunately, did against Broncos. Now have done it against
That's
Storm.
what I mean. They just lack that polish as well sometimes.
The difference is they scored barely any points against the Storm,
Yeah.
and Storm ran away with it. Where they pumped the Broncos and they still got run down.
Yeah.
That's the difference. The
2 weeks
quality
in a-
of Storm is the difference there.
Look, 2 very high quality opponents in a row. Tough, yes.
Still,
But look, they have the bye this week. It's
Yeah.
time to regroup. They had an honesty session last week, which I don't think worked. So maybe start lying to each other. I don't know. I don't know.
stop there. I like it. Finish on that. All right, Sunday 4:05, last game of the week. North Queensland Cowboys defeated the Gold Coast Titans 34-24.
Yuck.
Although weather was yuck too.
Yuck weather. Yes for SuperCoach. This is our NRL episode.
Yes.
Yes for SuperCoach.
Yes, for bets if you get O'Donnell, who I thought was starting right second row and he
Sugar.
wasn't. Cotter started there in front of me. I was like, Cotter, get off.
I actually needed
They'll play
Dearden.
Origin soon.
I needed Dearden for 150.
Is that it?
Yeah, only just a small one. Bonus bet.
Jeez.
So,
Yeah,
bonus
but who'd
bet
you
for
put on?
losing so
No
much.
one. Or Talangi and
Drinky and Talangi and Cowboys with the line.
that's pretty easy.
That's what I thought. Easy money.
Damn, we didn't.
That's generally how my betting game plan goes. Easy money.
Led by Drinky and Dearden's all I've got down.
It
Simple.
was.
Simple.
It was. I think the Cowboys, they mounted pressure early. They couldn't wrestle possession back actually in the closer towards halftime. I felt like the game had swung.
Yep.
And that worried me because I did not need the Titans. Do you want to have,
No, just keep going.
have a check?
No, that's all right.
You're all good?
Yeah.
Chair check? Quick chair,
Chair
check.
check.
We haven't had one today.
Sure.
So chair check. Cowboys. I felt like, they sort of got worse as the half went on in that first half. But then the second half, they came out. They had a better attitude. They played extremely direct. And it's what works, bro. It's what works. If you're going to beat the Titans, 1, offloads, and 2, direct. Like, if you do that and you simply run hard, genuinely think like they don't really have much of an underbelly this year,
Didn't
the Titans.
score most of their points in the second half?
Yeah, I suppose they did. But I just didn't feel like
Didn't feel like they were going to run away with it.
I didn't feel like they got a couple of lucky tries there too. Like some Brian Kelly had a couple of good moments. Jojo Fafita.
Yeah.
A couple of those
Probably
guys.
a few tries they shouldn't have scored. Yeah, it kind of compounds as well.
Yeah, definitely.
For the Cowboys, it compounds on them.
Definitely, yeah. I just think the switching on and off throughout the game for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Them, the Sharks, I'm worried for. I'm also worried about Manly. And I'm going to throw the Warriors in there
Doggies.
at the moment.
Oh, Warriors, yeah.
And the Broncos. Worried about them. All could slip.
Worried that we might take your top spot. Yeah,
All could
I
slip.
agree. But I think the way it
Alright,
sums
bro.
it up, I think a lot happier with Nanai, but still a few defensively poor attempts.
Yeah.
And overall better than last week. Just I think he's come off a really big few weeks into Origin.
I think he needs another big one, bro. He needs
Yeah.
to rip again. 1 run in the first half for Nanai.
That's the issue.
And it was a good unders line that he ran, and I thought, fuck, he looked damaging. More of that.
He needs to be
None.
on. He needs to be there.
None of
he
it, bro.
needs to stand up.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he's lost the starting second row position for the second game too.
Yeah.
I think it is. Seriously. Like
Tough for Bo Firma, man. He's still ripping.
I know.
Fucking unluckiest guy in Queensland, that guy. Surely.
Billy can't make too
Us
many
and,
changes, especially bring it back.
Bronx Nation, who we chat with regularly.
Yeah.
We all 3 of us were in agreement that Firma should have been starting.
Yep.
Unlucky for him, man.
For
Look,
sure.
Titans, where do you go from here? The only way is up.
Yeah.
The only way
Keep
is up,
scoring points, but learn how to defend.
essentially.
Defend your ass off.
Focus on defense. Got the attack. You get Campbell back next week.
I didn't even think that was the issue.
So there you go.
Bremer, I love Bremer at fullback. I still love him at fullback. Find a 6.
He's just
AJ
support play. He's just
I go AJ 6, find a 7. Tanner Boyd would have been good.
he's just sniffing around the ruck, AJ too. I love it.
He's so positive.
Good for an anytime.
He is. Had him. Yeah, I thought it was gone until AJ went in. Shout out to Dearden who dropped it. Post game said, shout out to anyone who had Dearden, who had
In their multis,
AJ
yeah.
in the
There
multi.
you go.
And I was
You're
like,
welcome.
"Whoop, thank you, mate.
Don't
That
think
was,
you're
that
allowed
was
to
to
say
me.
that. Don't think you're allowed to say that.
Well, if he looked like he did on purpose, but he
Yeah.
definitely did not.
Yeah.
In the rain, shit conditions,
I
shit
suppose.
bounce.
Yeah. Shall we?
All right, moving on. Round 18.
Short week.
Mez, short week, exactly. Mind the pun. Tips, Mez. Friday, 8 p.m. Broncos, Bulldogs. Bump out cup, Accor Stadium. Bulldogs, $1.46. Broncos, $2.66.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Are we going to go?
You,
Or are we
you're
gonna-
already got free, isn't it? You've already got your tickets because you're a member?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
No.
Yeah, I'm keen, yeah.
Do we? I
I'm not
wanna-
working.
Maybe we'll send them. We'll ask the boys tonight. See who wants to go.
Yeah.
Would you rather go somewhere, and we can go to my place
Good
or something?
shout. Okay.
Either
yeah,
or.
yeah.
We'll do something.
A call. Probably this might be better now that we've seen the probably close to team lists that we'd know.
We can sort of
Maybe
assume.
maybe we don't go because
Very
of that.
even, bro.
I think it's more even.
Very even.
Losing Critter is a big. Losing Shibasaki is huge. Who's going to fill that spot?
Ben
Cobbo.
Hunt returns.
That could be big. No Walsh though.
Yeah,
Who's going fullback?
Forwards, bro. What are you going to do in the forwards?
Oh no,
Worries
Haas, no
me.
Carrigan. I didn't even think. I'm going Broncos for the sake
We
of it.
got no
but
King either,
It's
though.
ruined everything. It's ruined everything.
No
Seriously.
King, no
You
man.
also lost to Luca Fafita straight away
We did.
in that game. So
Yeah. Shout out to the 16 men who played.
yeah, well done.
I think I'll go.
I'm just going Broncos for the sake of
I'll have
my
to go to
team.
the Bulldogs bump out cup.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I wish it was stronger. It would have been set up perfectly. We finally won some games.
I just hope we win. I just want to. Yeah.
Nah, I just hope we win.
I hope we win.
Well, I hope we
So
win.
then the bump out cup is 1-1 for the year.
Nah, 2-0 would be
Till the
great.
grand final.
Yeah. Oh, nah, I don't want us to both make it.
It's too
You
stressed.
can make it.
Too stressed.
Nah, we'll be overseas.
Yeah, no. I actually don't
You
want to
make
make
it.
it. No. Move on.
5th of July, 5:30, Saturday. Raiders, Dragons, GIO Stadium,
This is my upset of the week.
373.
Dragons for me.
Get on it. Oh, I'm going Raiders. I can't.
Dragons.
I can't do that. Saturday, 7:35, Cowboys Storm.
You thinking what I'm thinking? B1?
I can't.
How much you got spare this week? Should we go out of the...
Oh, go on it. I'll have a flutter. But I'm
Should
not
we?
going to. I can't.
Sometimes I look at games and I go, we should be fluttering with our business account. And this is 1 week. This is one game that we should be fluttering
Sure.
with it.
Responsibly, yeah. Sure.
Big.
Sure. Big time responsibly, that's what you mean.
So
yeah. Storm, going
Cowboys,
Storm.
Cowboys Storm, I don't think Cows will even turn up. They'd be better off staying
Yeah.
home.
Storm. Could see Cows getting up. I could see him getting up.
I can see Cows being competitive. Don't
No,
think
no, didn't. Sorry.
1 to
No,
12
no,
maybe.
wow.
1 to 12 maybe.
No, didn't.
I'll tell you who's scoring a fucking hattie.
Katoa.
Her-ooze.
Yeah.
Her-ooze.
Wishart probably 6.
Her-ooze.
Grant Anderson could be 6.
Who's
could
going
be
to
any
play
of them.
6? Wishart. Wishart will be 6.
Could be. They've got so much depth, man.
Wishart.
They've also got that young guy.
Wishart to throw a dummy is at like $1.01.
I guess Keegan Smith. They've got in the grades as well.
Is it Keegan Smith?
Something like
Russell Smith or something?
that. Russell
Yeah.
Smith. Yeah, that's right. Don't know who I'm thinking
Next
of.
game.
Roosters Tigers Allianz. Sunday 2 p.m.
Yeah, Roosters.
Yeah. Teddy.
Yeah, Roosters.
Teddy Clinic.
Roosters.
And then last game of the week, Sea Eagles Rabbitohs. 4 Pines. Come on, Sea Eagles. You
Surely, Manly.
Who do you miss?
Surely.
Who are
no
you
one.
missing?
Not one. Not one person. Not one player, Hayden.
if they lose
No
against
Walker.
a
No
Latrell-less,
Latrell.
a Latrell-less, a Murray-less, and everyone else-less Rabbitohs, you cannot. Well, Wayne Bennett wins
Useless.
this game. Wayne
useless
Bennett wins
South.
this game. But no, I'm going Manly.
Yeah, Manly.
All right. Also, while we're here, the first week 1 of the NRLW, we're going to go to it Thursday, 3rd of July, 7:45, Sharks Eels.
I'm going to go with...
I'm going Sharkies.
Yeah, I'm going with Sharks.
I'm going Sharkies. Obviously, we haven't seen a lot yet, so we have to go with it.
And team list
New
tomorrow.
teams coming in. Bulldogs Knights, Friday.
Shout out to Yasmin Clydesdale, one of my favourites, but I have to go Doggies.
Yeah, I'm going Doggies with you.
Yeah.
I'm going with you. Let's go Saturday, 12:45, Broncos Tigers.
Oh, is this
Bronx.
first versus Spoon from last year?
$1.12.
Yeah, Bronx
Shout out
well.
to Bullers Misses who's playing for Tigers.
Yeah, Bronx.
Next up, we have Raiders Dragons. Oh,
Dragons.
that's silly. If we go anyone else,
Dragons.
at $2.50.
Dragons.
Come on, Ray. Come on,
Let's go.
Jamie. 5:15, Cowboys Titans. I'm going Titans. I'm going Titans because of the little affiliation to us.
Something makes me want to go Cowboys
Okay.
in this one. Just
Cool.
vibe, straight vibe.
Done. Last game of the week for the girls, Roosters Warriors. Oh, okay. Well,
That's
Roosters
unfair.
$1.15 against $5.50 for
Warriors,
Waz.
their first game into the comp, and they cop the Roosters.
They cop the Surges, the Kelly.
Jesus. Yeah, get the Roosters.
Clydesdale as well?
No, Clydesdale's at the Knights.
Koenig.
Yeah, the big three.
That's not
the big
fair.
three, as they
Do
call
they
them.
have Upton too?
No,
No, it's
Upton's at
Broncos. I was thinking
brother.
if she was there too, that's a joke.
Yeah, well.
They probably have a gun as fullback too.
Yeah. Can we
Obviously,
get
we don't have a team list yet, but we want to get there.
Investigation into the salary cap in the NRLW, please.
Exactly.
Jesus.
They're doing something there.
They
They're doing
are.
something right.
They are.
Oh,
100%.
we're watching them. I
I'll
can't
be
wait.
tuning in. I'll be tuning in.
Mate, we're
don't you
4
worry.
weeks away.
Keen,
Can't wait
bro.
for that magic round.
So keen.
If you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe. Watch us on YouTube. Also, feel free to leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Immediately.
Lastly, Brisbane, Origin Night, Game 3, 9th of July, the decider. If you're doing nothing or you want to go somewhere for free,
Yep.
which is worth quite a bit, you can head to our Instagram, follow the prompts to enter our Caxton Street Brewing Co. Watch Party giveaway. It's pinned. Instagram, pinned, the big thing that says giveaway. Go to it, tag a friend, make sure you're following us, like the post. Simple as that. We'll
And if
draw
you-
it on the
Sunday.
This Sunday.
This Sunday coming up.
Yes.
This Sunday coming up.
Wow.
We're
Okay,
prepped.
get in. We've got a lot of comments, guys, but you get in, you may have a chance.
Exactly. If you are, do we have our link in the bio
Yes.
for TikTok now?
Yes.
On TikTok.
We do.
So if you go on TikTok, if you somehow see this on TikTok, if we clip it up and
I've
post it.
messaged them. For some reason, the Instagram isn't linking there.
Right.
So I'm trying to work it out. It's a little
There's a straight link in our bio anyway to go straight to the
Instagram.
post, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
So you can go straight
And you
to
can
the
buy
post.
tickets too if you want to go. I'd
you
encourage
wanna,
it.
If you want to secure your spot, and if you secure your spot and
Well,
you
wait.
win the giveaway,
No, wait for the win. If you win, don't buy it. If you don't
it
win,
is Sunday.
buy
We're
the
giving
tickets.
you Monday, Tuesday. You can even buy your tickets Wednesday if you
Yeah.
need to.
You'd want to.
There'll be a few there.
It's encouraged.
There'll be a few there.
Oh, yeah, for
Don't
sure.
you worry.
Adrian, have a very successful week, mate.
You too, my bro.
Love you, mate.
Love you, bye.
Bye.